Online. Where'd it go?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys remember correctly, there was a big black circle over Greenland, over a base built into the side of a mountain that was a post World War II. Like half of it was science and research, other half of it was kind of spy on the Russians and the Soviet Union type deal.
Hey, Drake.
Yeah.
Your map has eagles gliding across it. You know that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I found something new. Thought it was kind of cool looking.
Oh, it's cool looking, but it's fucking distracting. I'm busy counting the eagles.
Oh, look, a bunny.
And there's, I guess, a sparrow? I don't know what that is, but yeah. I'm sorry, go on with your narration. Sorry to interrupt you.
All right. Well, you guys barely landed without crashing a plane. I believe in the long run, it took all of you and a long ice slide to land the plane safely. Then you entered the blackness of doom and ended up in weird superpowered Jurassic Park. You had big groups of mosquitoes tried to eat
or
you.
Skull Island. Depending how you look at it, I guess.
Yeah, you had. Well, you haven't seen any primates or anything, so.
Yeah.
You encountered some really messed up spiders that thought that you were going to be lunch. You turned the tables on them. And then you got here, and instead of going across this clearing that looked way too nice, you stopped and looked around and managed to find what you believe to be velociraptor tracks all the way around the outside of the perimeter of the circle. You haven't got close to the door themselves, but it looks like there likes to be a pack of velociraptors that hang out in the tree line and watch things as they go into the side of the mountain, which is the place that you're supposed to be investigating and looking to see if you can rescue anybody. Rescue may not be a thing because it looks like, 10,000 years have passed inside this bubble of blackness in the last couple weeks. But who knows? Either way, you're supposed to get in there and try and figure out what in the flying beep is going on. The other thing that you are fairly thought that you had gotten when you were doing your investigation was based off the way the tracks were, you're fairly certain these velociraptors are as fast, if not faster, than Sugar Pop. So, yeah, there you are, trying to figure out how exactly you want to get into the side of that mountain. Feeling mildly trepidatious at the very least, I would assume. So what's the plan?
Portal.
All right. So you create a portal from where you are to the doorway itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll for me, please.
Oh, dang it.
Beautiful start.
Oh, you're being a bitch today, huh? Oh, there we go.
Well, because the Elan is what saved you.
Yep.
All right. So you guys create a portal that brings you to the southern entrance. Southern entrance itself yawns open like a wound in the rock. The outer blast doors are bent outward, one hanging slightly off its hinges. Rust streaks down in thick orange veins. Vines crawl across the frame and disappear into the cracks in the concrete. Tree roots have punched through the outer wall in a couple places, splitting the seams. That which once was engineered to survive Arctic winters could not survive this future. Inside, you guys see, well, relative darkness. Not
I turn on
clear
my
darkness.
flashlight.
Not like clear darkness. It's wet and damp in there. Humidity rolls out like a warm exhale, carrying the smell of mud, metal, and something tinged with rot.
Okay.
The air inside. Oh, would you let me finish?
Sorry.
The air inside is heavy. It feels lived in. Dripping water echoes everywhere ahead. Your boots step with jungled mud into corroded metal. The jungle sounds fade behind and something else replaces it. Silence. Not empty silence. Curtain silence. Let's get you to that room. Now, you were saying, Chris?
I turn on my flashlight and look around the dark.
All right.
I think about the velociraptors and think that we could have reasoned with them.
Ha.
Well, when you meet one, you can try.
That's why we don't listen to you, Chris.
I mean, meeting a velociraptor and communicating with them would be cool if you guys had, like, someone here with beast friend or something.
No, I call them velociraptor.
With a PH.
I missed that. That was a subtle pun.
Yeah.
All right. So, oddly enough, in a couple places, emergency light flickers and patches along the walls. I'm assuming you guys would like to move forward.
Why not?
Moving as a group or somebody scouting?
Yeah, I can turn invisible and scout.
Go for it.
Who's the scout? So what I want to
I'm
see here. Yeah.
And I
Should be a nice combination of notice and stealth, which might just be Wraithbound. Invisible investigator might be a good combination here.
Yeah.
But
my investigator bonus. Yeah.
all right, well, I'm assuming you're invisible. Let's move you up a little bit. All right, you see a corridor. They're streaked with moisture and mineral deposits, fungal growth, and water dripping from ceiling pipes that have partially burst from distorted time and tropical expansion. To the left, you look down that corridor, and you're fairly certain you see what might have been a lab space. There looks, even from here, like there's some equipment overturned and some tables warped, shattered glass, wires that have vines that have forced their way into cracked ventilation shafts.
Question.
Yeah.
Can I move those doors more into more relaxed closed position than,
Oh no.
okay.
Those actually with your super strength you might be able to, but it would be damned loud and you would possibly break the doors in the process. There are like some tree roots and vines that go through the side of the cave into the door themselves.
Okay, good enough. I just don't want people to be able to like follow behind us or velociraptors. So, is there any way to quietly fill that up with or disguise it?
It's a 24-foot wide, 30-foot tall doorway.
Okay, never mind.
All right. Give me a notice check as you look down that hallway.
Right.
Yep.
That's weird.
Excuse me.
No, that's fun. Nothing's happening when I click on it. See if it works with my sheet at least. Oh, if I click the dice, that would help. Oh, but of course it's not set up for better rolls for some reason.
That is really weird. How come your character sheets and your character stuff always have some sort of weird problems?
Ah,
Because they know he uses the forge.
Aha! I found it. All right, and 1 second. Let me change this. All right, you should be good to go.
I'm assuming that
Sorry.
was for.
Damn it. All right, hold on. Picked on the wrong one. There we go. There.
What's the issue, Necron?
I just checked this thing on each individual person, and him and Ricard were not set up for it. So let me yeah, I'll go through each player. Just go ahead.
Okay. Well, Wraithbound with a 3, you don't particularly notice anything interesting. But you have
yeah, I might have to bend
investigator,
that when I get
bring
back
that
home.
up to a 5.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, from here you just see what looks like what used to be some sort of lab space. You don't see anything moving or anything. You want to? You can see a hallway to the right. Are you going to look down there, or are you going
Yeah,
to
I was
go?
down there too. I'm still loading it back into the game though.
Okay.
Building what Ricard said, do you want me to throw up a sugar wall, Ricard? It'll be a stunt. I mean, they'll punch through. Alright, well, let's give that a whirl then.
Actually, if you don't want to waste a Benny, your spellcaster can actually put up a barrier that would be a wall of fire. It's only going to last for like an hour.
I like it.
Well, wouldn't that be Goat?
Yeah, he's not here, but I'm fairly I'm fairly up to the specs on what he can and cannot do.
Okay, I guess we could have him do that. You guys feel cool with that?
Yeah.
Enough.
Yep.
All right, so assume that there's a wall of fire behind you. All right. To the right, looking down that corridor and zipping in there a little bit, it looks like a storage equipment room, metal shelves that are twisted, supply crates ripped open, not like they've been clawed apart, a locker door that has been punctured from the outside inward, scratch marks all over the wall. And there's a another hallway that goes up to the left. You want me to make a notice check for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
My loading is being about again.
I still wonder if that
Loaded
actually.
just fine earlier, but
I still wonder if
why.
that's your VPN doing something weird. All right.
know.
With a 5, again, you get you're fairly certain some of the claw marks here are very reminiscent of the claw mark tracks that you guys saw outside. Between that and what looks like some old large piles of guano, I don't know if putting up that wall of fire locked the velociraptors out, or you've gone into where they live and you guys have managed to lock yourself in with them.
There's
One
another
bats,
information
but
you
fair
got
enough.
missing.
Oh, here we go. Slowly loading the map.
All right.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it wants me to refresh again.
Wow.
Did
Probably.
you change stuff after you changed them before? Because it gave me the message at first to refresh, because they're going to change something, and then once I finally got back in here, it's like, oh, things were changed again.
Who's using the VPN, you or Drake? If it's you,
Not
I'm
I.
using a VPN.
I thought somebody's using a VPN.
Yeah, it doesn't load the game at all if I don't use the VPN for some reason. I don't know why.
Because it's slowing you down, man.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
better than not loading at all if it won't load.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Well, I'm moving you slightly forward. Again, there's like an octagonal room, and off to the left and right, there looks like another. To the right, there looks like some sort of other laboratory room mixed with like some old generators and equipment. Some of them look like they have blinking lights and they're working, and there are doorways that lead to the other room that was to the right earlier. So that's a passage that connects in multiple places. And to the left, you can see the where you were. What the excuse me. You can see a different angle of the laboratory, and you can see what might have been at one point in time a food prep area. It's hard to tell. It's so overrun and destroyed with crap. But you don't see anything real dangerous or moving. There is a secondary hallway that goes to the north. Going back out in the center, you can see moving north what appears to be a quasi octagonal room that looks like there are workstations and a large table in the middle.
I'm like a couple percent away from loading in. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I'm going through walls. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, make another notice check for me there. Let's see if everything's working.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean, off to the left, down those hallways, you hear high-pitched screeching. Sounds kind of pissed off. You go back around and go to the right.
That's quieter.
Quieter. You see, like,
Nothing there.
and then you can see down that hallway. I don't know why you can see more down that hallway than you're supposed to, but you can.
Yeah, looks like I can see all the way to the end for some reason.
So the corridor here widens into the angular chamber, part lab, part staging area. The ceiling here rises slightly higher. Like I said, workstations line the wall. Some have been ripped off the wall and are like turned over. Others remain intact but overgrown with creeping paint or plant matter and hanging condensation. Cracked glass tank that sits shattered in one corner. Floor here is very damp. So there are. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the corridor before this. Wow, I'm a little out of it. The corridor. The other thing that you would have found in that first octagonal room that you went through were bones, small ones stacked loosely in a shadowed corner with some larger ones.
This room here.
Yeah, the one behind you back here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you find there are definitely things that have been eating in here and picking the bones clean. Give me a notice check, please. Actually, everybody can give me a notice check on this one, because by this point in time, everybody would be up in this general area.
I go back and regroup by now. Yeah.
Wow. Well, Wraithbound,
Oh, the threes.
you're the only one who notices that scattered among these bones, some of the piles way at the bottom, you see bones that you're fairly certain are human. But they
Yeah.
are like ancient, and when you touch them, they fall apart. All right. So
Oops,
the
I
room
didn't use my
after
keypad.
so the table room itself is a short corridor that leads forward and opens in what is clearly a meeting chamber. Circular table dominates the center of the room. 8 heavy chairs surround it, some overturned, one partially crushed. Above is a dead overhead light fixture that hangs crooked. The walls here are lined with recessed panels and old data screens. The floor is but old tech. Think like 1950s computer screens. The floor is relatively dry compared to the rest of the bunker so far. The table itself has been scratched deeply in multiple places with multiple claw marks across it, as if something likes to use it to leap off of and their claws dig into it. The smell here is stronger, more concentrated, and yeah, every once in a while, at least coming from the left, You guys are hearing screeching sounds that do not particularly sound pleasant.
Okay, Ricard, you still want to try diplomacy?
You could always just check everywhere else first.
I got 10 on my notice. Is that doing anything special or no?
In the previous room, you definitely noticed the bones and skeletons of humans. Or was that for this room?
I guess it was the previous room.
Yeah.
I'll try it more for this room. Alright, I'll whip out the dental records. Do any of these guys belong to us?
It's hard to tell because as you touch the skulls, they fall apart, brittle. You're fairly certain that I don't know if you've been around a bone that's like 10,000 years old.
No, Drake, I'm not a paleontologist. I don't fit around the
So they haven't fossilized because it is too damp and nasty in here. So yeah, it's
Alright, I want to do something stupid. Can I try to fossilize them with sugar?
you could use an entangle to create a mold of what one of the skulls look like and save it for later. Because after you do it and then tap it, the skull will turn to dust, but you'll have a crystallized sugar cube version of it.
Alright, fuck it. I'm spending a money. We're doing that. So I have to roll.
I won't even make you spend a penny on that. That's just you're hitting it with your entangle power.
Okay. That's a 5. Yo, tech support. Check this mold dental records. Is this the guy we're looking for?
Is the computer up and running? Can I try and interface with it?
So
Right.
yeah, this is definitely one of the people that you're looking for, and you're fairly certain they've been dead for about 10,000 years.
Well, I'll respectfully put them in a plastic baggie so they can get buried when they get home.
I mean, that's a lot of
Oh,
dust to
wow.
gather up.
Well, I mean, we got one of the people. I think they're all gonna be like this, but we should probably sweep the base. Maybe we find, I don't know, some other traces. Oof. Hey,
Well,
mission to a bone collecting mission.
you are fairly peanut butter. Coolly do. Sorry, gentlemen. I love you, dog. This is not the time to try and climb in my lap. Anyway, the other thing that I forgot to point out was the very center of the 100-mile diameter black cloud sits directly above this. If you were outside looking in above this, you would be in the eye of the black circle, and they're fairly certain that whatever's going on is emanating from here somewhere. That being said, weird screeching noises and such like that, you guys are definitely not surprised, but the screeching that you're hearing suddenly stops, and well, bad things begin.
Okay, let's draw another card because 3 of hearts won't cut it. Then I'll hit OK for the Jack of Diamonds.
Oh, nice.
Who got the Joker?
I did.
So did one of the bad guys.
I don't know why it's not showing up on my turn order, but whatever. Hasn't started anyway, so who knows?
You got some of them that haven't got your cards yet.
Hold on a second. Oh, that's because partly I need to reshuffle, and this is almost worse than Shadowrun.
There we go.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, tech support, are you doing a roll off?
Yeah.
Is that well? It's the same roll either way. All right.
He goes first.
Yep. So this is going to be interesting. There is a black blur that runs by. I didn't have them run straight because, well, you're on their table. So let me give you a. They're fun.
Look, almost like they've got the Speed Force or something.
Yeah.
Well, they went into the Forbidden Realm and drank a bunch of white monsters.
All right. Well, so this one ran by, took a swing at you. Even with the Joker, it missed because apparently you have an obnoxiously high.
Parry, I do.
Is that counting the +2 from the Joker?
Yeah. How do you have a parry of 12?
Trademark weapon master, and a D12 fighting.
Okay.
That's like a 10, but you have other things too. I think you have like the parry power or shield or something.
Without looking, I know I have the weapon master, both of them. Which
Yeah, weapon if you have improved, that's a +2. But
yeah,
trademark weapon's a +1, and weapon
improved trademark is +2.
So
Weapon
it
master.
comes by.
Trademark, okay.
It swings at you. It misses. It does not have any technology for your Jinx to work on.
I don't have Jinx.
I thought you had Jinx.
No.
I do.
Oh, okay. I knew what.
Technology though, get shaken if something fucks up.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
They have improved extraction.
Dig it. Okay.
And they run up. They take a swing at you. They run past you. They run past Wraithbound, who it stops and looks at, or it at least stops and sniffs as this black blur goes by, and then disappears somewhere.
When he sniffs Wraithbound, does he smell the essence of Noir in the Sonic Bone Mirror?
Possibly. It's just a question. It's just a thing of, it's interesting that it could tell that there was an invisible being there. You don't particularly feel safe, Wraithbound.
Yeah, does it smell me if I'm intangible as well?
I don't. Are you intangible and invisible? I didn't think you could do. Are you doing both?
Yeah, I just can't be invisible and
Okay.
the obscured at the same time.
It sensed something as it went by. I'll explain later why, but there is a
Sure.
reason why it knows you're there.
Yeah,
Even though that you
love
are
your
intangible
despair.
and invisible.
Nothing can hide your emotions, bro. It smells your loneliness and despair. But you're the tragic character, right, Wraithbound? Or am I mixing it up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I never
You
mentioned my backstory, but I do have a tragic backstory.
so surprisingly, Chris is closer to accurate than you want to know. All right,
Yeah.
tech support, you're up on a table, and a speedy velociraptor just like tried to slice your head off and disappeared down the hallway. What are you doing?
I'm going to activate portal into this room over here, and if I see anything, I'll swing it out with my sword.
Okay. Well, I'm waiting for you to roll the portal because there's nothing actually in that room.
Portal doesn't need a roll.
Okay. Yeah, you find you portal into that room, and there are 3 of them clustered together, screeching at you.
I just attack the one and then close my portal.
You might want to, yeah, if you want to target one and transfer that over.
I did.
Okay, they are. That one technically didn't get to move yet, so it didn't have the penalty to hit. But let it be known that when they're moving, they are fast enough that they are a -6 to hit.
Dig it. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
Mm. Oh, that's a horrible whiff. And he runs by in chain. Oh, that one apparently likes getting hit with plasma swords.
Just tickles, I guess.
You know who I don't see on the map? Where is Crumple?
Oh, he's
Oh.
at the bottom.
He's way the hell down there. Okay, that's why I didn't see Crumple.
He never moved up.
I'm where I am.
Okay, you blend into the background a lot. I had to hit the on the combat tracker. I had to hit the thing to see where your token was.
That might be intentional.
Wow. Okay. Well, that one runs past Rosie. You get to see your first one up close and personal as it runs past you, Ricard. And then
So we're
disappears.
past 3 people?
Yeah. Well, Wraithbound can't actually attack them, so Rosie, you, and then Crumple. Yeah. So it's the improved extraction is still good.
Okay.
Crit found. According to according to tech support, in this room down here at the end of the left corridor, there was at least 3 of them. There's 2 now because one of them just streaked out of there.
Yeah, I can decide if I want to go in there by myself if they can text me.
Well, you're fairly certain that their claws all do register as energy.
That too.
Yeah. Without a doubt, you're fairly certain they can cut you to ribbons. Or at least try, because they've sucked so far.
Yeah. What if I go inside the wall over here next to where they are? Because I can see one right here.
Okay. Do you have enough light to go out and touch it, and then you could go through the floor. You're intangible.
Yeah.
Reach up and touch its foot, and then pull your hand back in. It might be able to try and claw through the floor, but it would certainly not be easy. I don't know if you get that much movement though.
Yeah, I think 12 is. Let me double check. Pretty sure as far as I can get, unless I've.
Unless you run.
Yet.
And if you run, it's 2d6.
Yeah, of course, if I want to do anything.
Or you could try and delay your action, and as one comes by, you could try and touch it.
Yeah. I can try that, yeah. See if one comes past me.
Okay. Well, there is one that's about to try right now.
Something to get food. Something happened to me?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Although you are next.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you have to make a... Is that your touch attack?
Yeah, it should have stuff in it.
I want to see. They have a parry of 8 and a -6 to hit. That's not a...
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. That is missed.
I guess I can't clothesline them since I'm invisible, but...
And they zigged. That one runs back up the hallway that it was in before. Well, you missed it. It missed you. The good news is, Sugar Pop, you are fast enough that you only have a -2 to hit one of them when they're moving.
Alright, how tall is the hallway?
The hallways themselves are about 20 feet tall. The larger rooms are generally 30 feet tall.
Okay, as I run this way, I am going up the wall as I'm going this way and getting on the ceiling. So I'm 20 feet
Okay.
there.
All right. There is one right around the corner there as you come around. That hasn't actually gone yet.
Oh, they can't get
right there.
this one right here. I am going to walk from the ceiling, shoot him in the face.
All right.
I'll Benny that.
Nice.
That's the praise.
Best Benny ever.
Yeah, that's a nice hit.
Yeah.
They haven't moved yet. Oh,
Okay. Now,
That-
because I get 2 shots, I put the second one on this guy, so you get to ignore the wild die on this attack. But
All right, you did notice that you rolled like crap for damage. You rolled like a bunch of ones.
yeah, but I have to finish the attack
Okay.
where it start doing damage. 7, and that guy got normal damage. That's also 14. Okay, I am going to spend the Benny to. How do I redo the damage? Just
Click a little comic book. It's the same place that the Venny is.
Yeah, it's where the cover for the superpowers is the Benny.
I don't know how you did that, but actually, I do know how you did that. Alright.
the damage is now 23 AP2.
That is a hit.
And
That is a
because I roll
wound.
that damage of single attack, I have to roll the other damage and take the better. And I'm talking about the other one, shit. But the other guy got. What was it, 22?
Also,
Yeah,
20.
22.
Yep.
Okay.
Shaken and wound. So you know where 2 of them are that are shaken that haven't actually gone yet. And
No, I'm still going. I have my second action.
yep.
Okay. Now seeing that, I'll focus fire on this one. Give him 2. Was it trait dice?
Yes.
It's 2 normal hits. $14. 15. Benny the damage. 16.
You gotta give up 20.
Yep. They've got 2 points of armor and a toughness of 20. So
Yeah, I have AP2, so I gotta get like an 18.
Yep. I was about to say you're looking for 18s.
Alright. Now, those 2 actions, I run back like a bitch.
All right.
I fell right down while still hiding on the ceiling. I attacked 2 on the left. They got shook, but they're tough, man. They got like,
I'll be right back.
they're hard.
Hello?
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah.
And I'll click end turn.
Right, thank you very much. We're right there.
Okay. Being the predator that this one is, this one runs past everybody and says hello to her card. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, this one has like weird, almost like feathery spikes on their head. I know it's hard to see a difference, but it is there. It's just kind of caught up with all of the extra lightning and such off of its head. But this lovely individual is wild card. Oh, somebody finally hit. All right. No damage, but you got a shaken, Ricard.
Okay.
It kind of screeches in your face as it goes by in a black blur. Oh, Black Bay.
What direction did it go?
It went down and to the south.
Got it.
That being said, they have more than one action, and they're using their other action to actually do hide checks. All right. This next one runs all the way down into the hallway, stops for a second at the end of the hallway, and just looks at you guys all kind of weird.
Well, he is curious.
And, well, he manages to fumble when he's looking at you. So, that's
He's very curious.
I need everybody to make a notice check, and that makes it kind of easy because it's in fumbling. All right. That's weird that Rosie noticed it as well. But all of the sentient beings in the room, you felt like something tried to get into your mind. But he actually fumbled, so he definitely, nobody needed to make a spirit check to resist or anything. But you're fairly certain that at the very least, that one is telepathic. Maybe all of them are telepathic, which might explain why they can see invisible and tangible, because they can sense thoughts and emotions. But the other thing that you notice, especially Rosie, this thing did not look like it was... It stopped and looked like it was trying to communicate with you, not that it was actually trying to hurt you. The other ones are like running by and they're doing what you would consider like probing attacks, but they're not like stopping and being super vicious. And that one is definitely up to something that isn't just wanting to eat you. You get the feeling that it is probably intelligent. What level of intelligence you don't know, possibly sentient.
So it is a velociraptor.
Yeah.
Weird things.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Welcome to Speedster Sentient Telepathic Mind-Sharing Velociraptors. I was told I was evil because of that. Crumple, you are shaken, not stirred.
Okay.
I do not know why it's not giving you the automatic...
Because you didn't intern, maybe?
Because the shaken status didn't stick on you for some reason.
No, there it is. Oh.
Maybe it didn't get applied.
Yeah, it didn't.
Anyway.
So yeah, if you can make a spirit check for me, I would appreciate it.
Okay. Come on. Why is it so hard? Roll.
That's what she said. All right,
Okay.
you feel very spiritually uplifted, and you can move it.
Okay, so lost the people here. Where am I? Okay, so anyway, what's going on up here? Because I can't really see. Is what's to the right over here?
There are different things. There are things below you here, and then there are things above you. Which right are you talking about? North.
That's why I
right?
clicked on there. Like from the center table where all those guys are that started their actions. What's going on over here and over here?
There's been a couple things attack and run down either one of those highways or hallways.
Okay.
Like they keep running, taking a swing at people, and then scattering like randomly down, like they don't want to bunch up.
Okay. Is anything coming from up here?
From as far as you can tell, there were creatures coming from the left-hand side of where the table room is, and then a bunch of the creatures are coming from the northeast, down that tunnel that is opposite from where you're standing right now. And that's definitely where the curious one came down, stopped, and then ran back up in that general direction.
Remind me how to drag my HUD to the somewhere.
If your HUD is unlocked, you should be able to literally just click on it and move it.
Okay, I'll unlock it and.
No, you don't have to. It should be set. You just grab it and move it.
Yeah.
Grab it from where?
Grab it
Like the
anywhere.
name?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Now grab from general. Okay, I think I'll put it. I don't really need.
At the bottom. I usually find it's good at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All the stuff will go
I don't
up.
really need any of this stuff here. Okay, and that's locked. So, okay, so I'm going to see. And when you move, so if I want to move, I'm going to drag the measuring while I'm holding shift down, right?
No, just keep it on your character and just hold down. What is it? I think it's control. Yeah, it's control.
Control. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I go. Stop it. Stop it. Control. And then
Hit spacebar and it'll run.
okay, that's flight. Okay, and then I'm going to have actions, so I'm going to target here. There's no velociraptors in here, right?
No, to your knowledge, the only thing that you know is from where you're standing, you can actually see the very tip of a raptor towards the left that is standing there. Here, I'll move it up one.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to use the foam thrower right here.
Okay.
Roll. I was.
Oh.
I guess I'll throw that away. And then.
So you grab the trigger of the foam thrower and you go to use it, and there is a knot in the hose.
Uh-huh.
And you like untwist it real quick. You can't use it for the rest of the round, but it's okay next round. It didn't actually explode.
Yeah, I throw it down. That was disappointing. And then let me see here. I will gear. No, is it gear or consumables? No, here. Yeah. I'm going to smoke grenade right here.
Okay.
So that's, what does it? I guess I just click that button right
Yep.
here. And what happened? That's it?
I
Do I
mean,
have to roll
yeah.
something?
You have to make an athletics check to make certain that you
Okay.
put it where you wanted, but the worst
Okay.
thing that's going to happen is if you fail, it'll go a little further or be a little bit more in the room with you.
So attribute, no, skill, athletics. And roll. Okay.
Okay. That thing lands exactly where you want it to land. It like lands, bounces up, hits the ceiling, and comes back down and just stops within about 2 inches of where you envisioned it in your mind.
Okay, and I believe I only have, see how many, where's my hindrances? I have just additional actions. It looks like I only have one.
Yep.
So that's that. And I will hit end of turn. All right. I wanted to foam both those hallways.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about pushing the table up between one of them or something.
Yeah.
It's not bolted into the floor.
It won't be after I'm done with it.
Right? One of them comes up to you and takes a swing at you with its hind claw and then runs back the other way, Ricard.
Okay. Is anybody recording this?
Yeah, I am.
Good.
Oh, shit. Yeah, actually hit first. Not that it would matter. So underwhelming. So this one runs forward. You see it stop for just a second at where the smoke is. And it like tilts its head sideways weirdly and then runs down the right-hand corridor. It did
Okay.
not appreciate the smoke.
Didn't seem deterred by it either, though.
Oh no, it stopped and went the other way. It ran up to the smoke and like sniffed it for a second and zipped past down the right-hand corridor.
I thought it was in front of the right-hand corridor.
Nope.
I thought he put it right here.
It came from the north.
It came from the north, and he put it. He was going to put foam in the south. He put the smoke grenade.
No, I wasn't going to smoke this at all. I was going to just foam both these sides. Keep the like cross traffic down, but just
Okay. So one of the ones that Chris hit apparently enjoys being hit.
Chris, you found a soulmate.
swing one to the left over here, if you can see where I'm pinging.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
if you go down the hallway down there should be one that's just like stuck there.
The north hallway.
No, the west hallway.
All right. Okay, I think I see it.
Yep, down that way. I mean, you have flight. You have enough flight to like come over here and take a pot shot at it.
Oh,
Is that one that's moved this round?
Yeah, that one has moved. Oh no, it didn't get a chance to move. It is shaken.
yeah.
That's an easy hit if that's what your intention is.
Well, I mean, is it a bad guy?
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking swings at you. The only reason that they haven't cut your head off so far, or at least most of them, is because you're too tough or they've been missing. But it's not on a lack of effort, but are they attacking you because they're bad guys, or are they attacking you because you've invaded their home?
Exactly. So I'm gonna use my net gun.
All right. Target him, please.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Target him.
Oh, well, you've already got. I was reminding you to target him, then I zoomed in and saw that you already had.
Ugh. No, let's try that again.
He does not have dodge when he is. Yeah. So that would be a basic hit. If you want to Benny that or not. Okay, so that would actually be an 8 because he doesn't have dodge.
It's
So
already out of there. It's already out of there.
Oh. Okay, well, that's a normal entangle, but it is shaken and entangled.
Well, as long as it's just kind of there, not causing any problems, I'm happy with that. But I mean, so far, guys, one of them tried to communicate with us, or seemed like it had.
They
And
were?
so far, to me, it just looks like a bunch of scared kids defending their, their little place.
All right, I'll set the stun.
Okay, if you want, I'll do non-lethal attack and just knock him out.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable killing something that's just defending its place to live.
Okay, I'll go with non-lethal then.
All right.
If we want to get down and dirty, we'll start busting heads, but y'all see what I'm saying? Am I making sense?
No, that makes sense. So,
The scene is developing.
what
Look very
Unchained,
dangerous, but yeah.
what Unchained does is Unchained goes and stands over there and uses fire manipulation to essentially block that whole corridor with a
Wall of flame.
yep.
Like
he-
Rosie inside.
Yeah, he like opens up the door from the inside and you see like a little flaming finger come out and poof. That green circle is now a medium burst template of very, very hot fire, blocking off at least one of the access points. I don't want to make too many decisions for someone who's not here, and you guys have decided to go defensive.
Well, I wouldn't say defense so much as
You're not going very. Yay!
not our usual balls to the wall, busting heads kind of situation.
Yeah. Wait till your
Risk.
turn.
Well, I'm gonna. Oh man, what a pathetic.
I don't mind you, man. Don't feel bad.
Did you go from a 2 to a 3?
I went from a 3 to a 4.
Ah,
Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just a 4 is okay, so
Well, that's better.
I should have. Yeah, that was.
Then again, maybe I shouldn't do that because I don't know if there's much I can do in the situation if I were not fighting.
what the?
Ooh.
Yeah, good luck finding him.
Well, he's gone.
Well, they have sneak attack if they catch you from stealth. They do an extra d6 damage and they get the drop on you. They're fun. I mean, think of the way velociraptors normally hunt.
Yeah.
They're stealth predators. All right, Unchained is just sitting there waiting for somebody else. She, however, is aggravated.
They face through walls.
No, but they have like a movement rate of like 300 and something squares.
Okay.
So I'm not really counting squares.
All right.
This one comes up and seems particularly angry. It runs right past Rosie. And it is particularly angry with Sugar Pop. Possibly because Sugar Pop hurt
I'm
two of
still
the
on the ceiling 30 feet.
The first one and doesn't do any damage. She's a little pissed off. So she takes the second swing.
That's a hit with a raise. And I'm shook.
And she is very, very, very frustrated, but runs up the hallway up here. Seems to go to the left. Potentially.
Do we have any psychics with us?
No.
Other than my possession, no. That's the closest I can do is I can read people's memories or something like that. But I have to possess them, which is kind of hostile, so.
Yeah.
First, let's make a spirit roll. Yay, they feel very spirited. Then let's see if they can.
You don't sound very spirited.
Yeah. See if they can make a strength check. Possibly make a strength check. And it cuts through the net, runs directly at Rosie, hisses in Rosie's face, sniffs her a couple times, gets a weird look on her face, or on its face, and runs away without actually attacking.
Yeah, Rosie, you're all can and no meat.
No thoughts, no emotions.
Redbound, what are you doing?
Yeah, honestly, in this situation, I don't know if there's anything I really can or should do. We're not really trying to hurt him.
Possess a raptor in its brain.
I mean, do we want to do that? Because that's kind of invasive.
You got any other way to communicate with him?
Would I be able to communicate with them if I do that? I guess.
If you're in the brain, I think so.
Yeah, if you're in their brain and you have their memories, you would at least know how they communicate and what their thoughts are, at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only thing I can really try to do.
Are
there any close enough? Within 12?
No,
squares,
not
yeah.
at the moment. You would have to delay and wait for one of them to come to you.
Right.
Hold your action.
Well, let's do that then. I'll hold it from this one come by, yeah.
Right, well, this one comes up this way and goes, oh shit, smoke. I don't like that.
Yeah, for an animal, it's probably thinking fire.
This one literally comes by and slows down for a second as it goes by Rosie and like looks at Rosie funny and keeps on moving and comes down the east hallway and runs up like it wants to hit like it looks like it is also going for Sugar Pop. Make an athletics check to go before it can go.
The downside of being made of candy. No one wants to eat you.
I think you pissed him off.
Breathbound. If you want to try and move while they're moving, you got to make an athletics check to see if you can technically go before they do. I mean, I'm still going to give you the action anyway, but potentially you might be able to go before. Yeah, no, it's going to attack first. So it's going to swing at Sugar Pop because you hurt its brother. Mine is actually getting pissed off. So it does a wild attack. It screeches in frustration, and it's there for a half a second, so you are just doing a touch attack to possess it. Actually, you're trying to, since you're intangible, you're trying to fly into it. So I will just give you that as a given.
All right, cool. So what do I learn then?
Well, I mean, you still have to make the possession attempt.
Oh.
I'm not going to give you the -6 penalty to actually hit it, is what I'm saying. It does not succeed in resisting. Okay, So this particular one is not very old, like about 4 or 5 years old, which in the way they live probably makes it about college age. They live and die rather rapidly. Here's the fun part. Not only can you feel and hear it, you like see images and almost like there are words that aren't words. They don't know English. They've created their own psychic language, but you're getting the feeling and the emotion of mix of intruders, food, hurt, dark claw. Get the fast one. Fast one's dangerous. And there's an image of Sugar Pop. You see the image of mom, the mother, the one with the funky feather headdress thing, it seems exceptionally angry and wants to kill all of you. And then you see the image of the curious one, and the curious one wants to communicate with you. Specifically, you know that it wants to try and communicate. It just doesn't quite know how yet because its telepathy attempt completely flubbed. Maybe on its turn, you can, like, either that or you might be able to try and reach out with your mind. You may not be psychic, but you can purposefully, like, try and emote if you wish. Actually, no. You can emote. You're possessed. You have psychic ability. You can communicate at least thoughts and intents while you're in this creature's body. What do you say?
I like it.
I'll reach out to the curious one and try to communicate and say, "Hey, we're sorry for wrecking your place. We didn't know you were here.
All right,
We meant no harm."
Make a persuasion check for me, please.
Sorry, what was that?
Make a persuasion check for me, please.
Yeah. Oh, D4.
All right. So there's no words at first. You see images, heat, running, eggs in the darkness, the sky dome, the black sky dome overhead with the black lightning, the bunker walls shaking and doorways collapsing, cold, endless white, silence. Then you feel an emotion, fear, not of fear of death in combat. Like, you get the feeling that this is an intelligent being that knows life, it lives in the jungle. Life and death is like part of everything. That's not what the fear is. Fear of erasure. There's a voice that gets into your head. It's not really polished, it's not articulate, comes through in broken fragments, half-formed concept. Part word, part emotion, and part image. You, strong. You change sky. You break sky, everything gone. No more trees, no more warmth, no more us. Why you try to make no more us?
Don't think we did that.
Not us.
You might have been a scientist.
No. Oh, no.
It knows our mission is to fix the problem, and if we fix the problem, then everything else goes back to normal, and they disappear.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just disappear back to where he came from.
No,
No?
you don't understand. These are fossils that came to life, and in this couple week period, the fossils coming to life have evolved over 10,000 years. 10,000 years of time have passed. If you were to snuff out the black lightning in the black sky, they would either completely disappear or they would freeze to death.
Yeah.
Is this the place that's causing it?
So, hold on a second.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt combat, but
Yeah, we're sort of in combat, not out of combat. So the next rep, that was the one that was going, and the next one doesn't move. That one was in hiding anyway. Then it's actually the curious one, and the curious one. All right, let me zoom back out because it zoomed in on me. The curious one comes down from the north hallway and like stops. Where you guys were. Steps slightly forward, not fully exposed, but visible. Lowers their head slightly, not submissive, not dominance, but something in between. And it starts talking in its mind clearer, but it's projecting its thoughts at all of you. Images that are sharp, small hatchlings tumbling over each other, a nesting chamber deep within the bunker, a scratched cave wall with crude claw markings forming shapes, the beginning of a language. A circle drawn in dust representing the sky dome, a line drawn through it, and everything faded. Then, to the closest thing to a normal language that she can manage, you hear, "We knew, we old. We wake, we think, we learn. You end sky, we end." There's not aggressive emotion behind it. There's panic. It tilts its head and looks at you and goes, "Not kill us. Not kill family."
ask her if it minds we shunted off to a different parallel Earth. We might be able to do something like that if I can get a hold of the computer and what's going on.
All right, here's the question right now. Do the player characters, like, disengage? Because you still get the feeling that mommy over there is pissed off and you're going to have to, like, convince her that things are okay because you hurt two of her babies, especially Sugar Pop.
That we know, tell her that we know Sugar Pop's an idiot, but don't worry about it. We won't let him hurt any more of our babies.
Okay.
Tell her to the smoke come through the smoke.
Okay.
It's not like harmful. I'm conveying that to you if I have a speaking action.
Yeah, well, things are like kind of on pause, like everybody went into hold. So combat hasn't ended, just
Right.
consider everybody on hold except for like mental, emotional accent. And Sugar Pop, what do you do, if anything?
What
They
the
are-
hell? Everyone's mad at me because I shot the thing that tried to eat me. So we're not fighting anymore?
That's partially up to you. What do you say?
Fine, I'll just stop fighting. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds so happy. Don't worry. There'll be plenty of things to kill coming up soon. Sugar Pop, I'd like you to make a persuasion check.
Ion shake. Ah. There we go. And you want persuasion check. Okay. For who am I persuading and what am I saying?
Saying you're sorry.
You're persuading Mama that you were only defending yourself? Okay.
I was only defending myself.
She seems very, very angry, but stops. And you almost get the sense that they start very quickly, rapidly talking to each other as only telepaths can. And Wraith, you feel yourself purposefully locked out. Like they have put up a barrier against the telepathy in your mind. You could try to strain and break through it, but it's like they're they want to have a talk on their own.
No, you can have it.
Okay. After a couple of minutes, they're like, the curious one comes out and looks at tech support and goes, if show you what make black sky, you fix and way not hurt us?
I can dig it, baby.
All right. So the room itself is still kind of tense. Claws still flex, but the dynamic has definitely changed. These aren't monsters guarding territory. These are people guarding a fragilely newborn level of intelligence and civilization.
They're guarding their nursery.
The last emotional push you get right now is the image of the curious one, older, standing over a much larger territory with more nests and more life. Expansion. But she says, she like waves her claws at you, a very almost human emotion, like, come with me.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And if we're not fighting, I'm definitely not going to keep the position.
Okay.
We seem to be communicating fine with just at least with the curious one anyway.
Yeah, well, now that you've given them a base language, they seem to be learning the language rapidly.
Wow.
I mean, a group of intelligent telepaths learning a language is, not really that hard to fathom.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's impressive.
All right. So they bring you down through like 2 or 3 levels of this base to a sub-level. And when you hit this level, the machine level, the chamber, the temperature changes. It's warm in here. It's not jungle warm. It's humming machinery warm and dry in relative comparison.
Okay.
Banks of 1970s era research console line the walls. Most dead, some flickering weakly. There are CRT monitors that glow faint green. Magnetic tape reels sit frozen in mid-spin. A central reactor-like apparatus pulses in slow, uneven rhythms, with cables running outward into the rock that look like veins. The air here tastes metallic, almost a little bit like ozone. Any exposed skin, for those of you who have skin, is prickly and your hairs are standing up on your arms.
So I got a bigger afro.
Yes. And it doesn't feel like electricity. You felt time distortions before. This is a time distortion. It's a chronal core of some type. And the percent, like when you look close at it and look directly past it, you know how heat shimmers disrupt how you see things, or looking through water disrupts your path? Immediately around the machinery, there's a distortion of energy. So I need everybody to start doing some checking in this particular area. Notice electronics, science, or hacking. It's all good.
Or research?
Research will help, yeah.
$17.
Nice.
Oh, of course, it didn't roll for some reason. Oh, wow. 19 for my research.
Nice.
Survival won't work.
I got a 5 on hacking.
All right. You don't have to roll multiple things. You only have to roll one thing. If you did good on one thing, you're okay.
It's gonna work.
I mean, as long as you got a single success, you help. This is a communal, like the number of successes that you all get together help. So you recover corrupted files, some fragments and mathematical modeling, references to chronal phase lock fields, and a repeated identifier in the project headers. Pay index protocol. You guys piece together the layman's truth of this. This anomaly is not natural. It was seeded, not as a weapon, but this is some scientist's proof of concept. A controlled temporal anchor designed to stabilize alternate timelines in fixed geographical locations. Someone was experimenting with containing and changing time itself, and it worked. It worked too well. Now, here's the shocking part. A couple of you guys got some really high rolls. The model shows scalability. The Greenland anomaly is small, a test. The equations predict that with sufficient power, the same protocol could anchor entire continents, replacing sections of reality, permanently overwrite environmental states. In plain terms, someone is working on playing God and being able to rewrite history in geographical chunks. And this Greenland event is like the 0.3 experiment. This is definitely not the final version. You guys determine that shutting the system down will collapse the bubble instantly. Everything inside will phase back to its native era violently.
What kind of power is this thing running on? Does it have the power to sustain itself indefinitely?
There is a small fission chamber underneath the base.
Okay.
I would say yeah then.
Yeah. So stabilizing it would freeze it permanently in place, and it would continue exerting atmospheric pressure outward. However, you guys think that you could possibly move it. The math suggests that you could sink the anchor point instead of projecting upward into the surface of Greenland. It could be redirected downward and underneath into the subglacial void system, a contained subreality that would be hidden, permanent, and alive. You
I'm down for
could
that.
basically create the land of the lost under Greenland.
Let's do it.
Now, alrighty then. Wow. Good start. Definitely a good start. All right.
Nice.
Skills allowed in this particular redirection are for the main roller or rollers is science, electronics, weird science. If you have an arcane background, your magical skill, hacking, or an occult skill. If you don't have anything else, you can make notice or repair checks, but notice and repair checks are going to be at a -1. You guys are fairly certain that if you fail, there's going to be some sort of backlash. And if you guys were to critically fail, well, that would probably not go good. So, round 1. You guys must reprogram the anchor coordinates. The machine hums and deepens and the floor vibrates. You can feel the mental eyes and feeling of the other raptors that did not come with you, that are looking through and listening to what the curious one is telling them. And the curious one turns and looks at you guys with a look of fear and hope on their eyes. All right. So,
Combo can go first. I'm cool with that.
all right, Crumple. What are you doing this turn? Do you have anything? I don't think you have anything signed or.
No, I've got
Repair or something like that.
I've got just nope. Let me see, reinforced grants, and this whole thing is like we're going to be working on this, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
This thing here in the middle here, or in the
Yeah.
picture. So I'm just going to grab it with my power gauntlets and just stabilize this whole thing so it does not move at all, no matter what, using my telekinetic
Okay.
fine manipulation and holding it with the energy gauntlets so it does not lose power and or try to disassemble as best I can.
That sounds good to me. I will make a focus check, please.
Yep, I'll just roll that. And I'm going to go ahead and Benny that just to see what happens. Come on. One more time. Come on. Well, that's a raise, so.
All right.
That's it.
Well, you rolled a 17, technically.
Oh.
You could roll damage. You roll damage, but whatever.
Yeah. I was re-rolling the thing. It just should have been a 9 total. Anyway, so I'm just holding this machine in place. I know you guys are going to do crazy stuff with it.
All right. Tech support. Are you keeping that, or?
You know what? I do have a Benny. I will go ahead and try it again. What the hell? Hey, there's an
6.
Let's see, we're getting near the end of the night. You know what? I'll get one more just because.
There you go, a little better.
There you go.
Third of the way there before the first round is done. All right, Wraithbound.
I guess Colt would probably be good here, I guess.
Yep. This is, the weird enemy. Sugar Pop.
Okay, let's give the old college try. I whip out my electronics.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
I'll Benny that. Benny that again. No, failure. I killed us all.
No, not on this third one. You just default to the first.
No, critical failure.
Fail.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that sets you back one.
Okay.
All right. Unchained. What is Unchained going to do here?
You can't do it.
I get 2 actions. Do I get to roll again?
No.
No, not in a dramatic task like this. You know what? I need. All right.
Nice.
All right, Rosie, what you doing to help? You're still muted, by the way.
I got hacking. Should I roll that?
Hacking, electronics. Yeah, that'll work.
I don't have electronics.
Okay.
That's exactly what we need.
Nice. All right, you are most of the way there in a single turn. Superheroes. When you have a dramatic task where in 5 rounds you have to get 70 successes and you can use your full out superpowers, I don't want to hear you complaining.
No, that'll be the day we're all crit failing now.
Probably, but spoilers, that's next adventure.
Predictive programming. Yay. Not. I think you're a distortional field walking around.
Yeah, probably.
A reality like breaker.
We're gonna go for
Weird.
There we go.
14. Oops, sorry.
That,
Oh.
I guess.
I disappeared.
Oh, hey, you deleted me too.
I didn't do it.
Oh, rude.
Yeah, somehow or another you did, Necron. It's all your fault.
Okay, I'll take the blame.
There's Rosie. There's a little bit early, but there's the newer version of Rosie.
I seem not like it.
I don't know if you guys had noticed.
Got more curves.
Oh yeah, I noticed
You know they
the
noticed.
frame was different. I didn't realize. I was zoomed out more on the other map, so I didn't realize the picture was different.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Or that you used the new picture that I made more
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, that was supposed to be after you guys hit seasoned, but
She's thinner.
Did you
Spider gave me
get
hit.
cut off or something?
All right, so is it my turn?
yeah, I remember Rosie had an ace, so Rosie would be next.
Can I roll the hacking twice in a row?
Yes, for this particular one, yeah. This one doesn't have any problems with it. Single success, but oh, never mind. Well, still a single success. Uh-oh.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Still puts you at 10, so you're 2/3 of the way through. All right. Unchained. When I hear his name, I don't know if any of you guys listen to Van Halen, but there's an Unchained Van Halen song.
Well, I had a
No, I was
joker. I
thinking
mean, not a
about the
joker.
Diego.
Jack and the king. Well, I had a king, and then I got a joke. Yeah, but whatever.
Okay, yeah, you can go first. I have no problem with that.
Does it matter if I do the same thing again, or should I do like
No, it
research
does
or
not
something?
matter.
All right.
No, this one's a little bit too specific to be causing problems. Cool.
That's better.
All right, now we'll get Unchained.
Nice.
Notice I didn't get any of those rolls when the Raptors were trying to rip you to shreds. Like the game knew. All right, Sugar Pop.
Well, I'm going to switch to hacking because apparently electronics is bad.
It's bad. Okay.
And a 5.
Oh, that was the last success that you needed. So as long as Crumple doesn't like fumble it somehow or another.
Okay. Can I?
No pressure.
I don't want to land this thing. I'm thinking of like survival games, so I'm just putting in good thoughts, like how you like make this survival game work.
Okay.
And oh,
Okay. Well, no critical fumble, but no success, but that's okay. You didn't
good
actually
intention,
a success. You just needed not to fumble.
right? Which was max success.
All right. So during the second round, the reactor core shifts from green to violet. The air bends, the walls ripple as if underwater. For a split second, everyone sees the bunker as it was decades ago. Clean, cold, operational, then it snaps back. Then the jungle above trembles. Black lightning arcs violently across the dome. The chronal field begins to fold downward. The sky breaks, not shatters, it just folds. A black dome above the jungle pulls inward like fabric being drawn through a narrow hole. The filtered proto-sunlight stretches into luminous strands. The jungle does not disappear, it deepens. The ground beneath the Greenland splits invisibly in ways no satellite will ever detect. Reality sinks, and the heroes feel themselves with their mind at the center of the sphere. It turns inside out for a moment, and you can see beneath the ice. Vast caverns, ancient subglacial voids, tunnels carved by forgotten water. The time field pours into them like liquid dawn. It spreads, it expands. It continues to permeate outward and becomes a continent beneath the continent. Volcano vents pierce upward through the forming sky like massive pillars of black stone stalagmites and stalactites as they fuse into titanic columns connecting the cavern floor to a glowing dome ceiling. Lava rivers carve glowing scars through distant regions. Proto-sunlight refracts around the stone pillars from the ceiling, creating a layered twilight zone. Forests expand outward, swamps reform, mountains rise where cavern ceilings arch high enough. New territories open up. You feel it. The raptors feel it. You see them in your mind, running across expanded terrain, hatchlings tumbling over the new earth, butterflies filling vast cavern air, other dinosaurs stirring in distant biomes, a massive shape moving far beyond sight, intelligent eyes opening somewhere deeper. The curious one's final thoughts presses gently into your mind. There's a feeling of gratitude from her and some of the others as they reach you. We live. And then the sky seals. And suddenly you are down here, perfectly fine. The room, the moment the anchor locks, and the jungle sinks, the bunker changes. The humid air vanishes. Condensation freezes in mid-drip. Fungal growth along the corridor crisps, darkens, and then flakes away in milliseconds. Energy lights flicker once, then return to cold, sterile white. The jungle smell disappears. What replaces it is old concrete, stale insulation, and dust. Real, normal, everyday dust. The walls look older now. Cracks that were moss-filled are just cracks. The moisture on the pipes become frost. You hear warnings from upstairs. The doors are left open, and the cold from the Arctic outside is rapidly filling the upper levels where the door opens. Somewhere in the bunker, metal contracts with loud snapping pings. So, the other interesting thing is the core that was here and what it was connected to went with it underground. You are in a empty room where cables should be connected to the experiment in the middle, but it is gone. I'm assuming you guys want to get the flub out of here and go back upstairs.
Yep.
Probably need to check and see if those people came back to life too.
Yeah.
Ditto.
So you guys go upstairs and you search. You call out, you check quarters, labs, and storage. You guys find equipment intact, records intact, but no personnel. There, underneath where you had seen the pile of bones, there's a fine residue of gray powder. You're fairly certain that the bones are still over 10,000 years old and just dust. Moving the thing did not fix the problem. The atmospheric condition is gone, the time bubble is gone, but the building itself, the bunker, is here, but it's 10,000 years older still in here. If you were able to check any of the, check the samples of anything here that's living, yeah, it's not particularly good. You find no bodies, just faint impressions of dust and bone fragments too brittle to identify.
Okay.
There's no rescue here.
All right.
You do have your frozen in time candy skull
All right.
for information that there were once people here. The bunker itself is getting really freaking cold.
Time to go.
Obviously, you have Unchained with you, who can literally open up the front of his suit and create heat in a circle around you and keep you nice and warm and toasty, but it's also a little blisteringly hot. It's fire. He has to concentrate really, really hard to make the fire warm enough to keep you warm, but not kill you. And you left your Arctic gear in the front, or 50 miles away. So you can close the door and hope it warms back up in here or doesn't get super frozen, and let Unchained, go fly out and try and gather your gear and bring it back to you, or you can take the chance of going forth and being accidentally crisped if Unchained screws anything up, or Wraithbound, who's intangible, and Rosie can make it to the ship and probably just fly the ship back over here and land it in that clearing and pick you guys up.
My suit is sealed. Does that matter?
Sealed means that
I can
you're
survive
not
space. I
getting
know
any
that.
tests or anything like that, but it is not set up for Arctic weather.
I'll power stunt it and engage heaters in it.
Okay, if you wish, sure. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, you could technically probably jury rig some stuff and
For all of us, yeah.
yeah. Or
that.
like I said, Rose. I mean, the plane is 50 miles away. For you guys who can fly, and without there being any problems out here, Rosie could literally just fly and go get the plane and bring it back to you.
I have flight, and I can just keep I have a 48. So every 6 seconds I can 48, 48, 48, 48.
Okay. So yeah, it's not too much. If you guys were like normal everyday people, you would probably need to call in like an emergency rescue, or you guys would be really freaking cold while somebody went and got the plane or got the gear. You guys don't have too much of a problem.
There you go.
Yeah, you create some temporary almost like they have the electrical socks that keep people warm.
Yeah.
You create like the armor that the people who are wearing who needed armor. It's like a almost like an unstable molecule unitard underneath your other gear, and you can basically add some doodads to that, and it normally gives you bonuses versus cold weather. Like you could go to like, New York City and it's cold and you're not really freaked out.
Right.
But New York City and it's cold and Greenland when it's really freaking cold are two different things.
Right.
But yeah, you guys make it back and well, they ask for as soon as you make it back to the plane, they ask what happened.
A lot of stuff. You tell them what happened. From the big spiders to the velociraptors to all of it. And what we did that they're down in the thing now.
All right. So superiors are going to have to talk about this. As far as we can tell, if you had not done what you had done, you would have committed genocide with a sentient race.
Okay. Sorry.
But by not reversing it, you potentially killed 8 scientists.
Nope, they were already dead.
Well, you want 8
No, they were
scientists
a
or
goner.
genocide?
They killed themselves.
They were a
Yeah.
goner. They couldn't. They created a
given
paradox that we could not repair.
Yeah,
That's
that's their fault for causing the mess. We can't. That's not our fault.
All right. Well, here's the thing. As far as the logs and the scientation experiment that you were able to piece together before the machine disappeared, this was not sanctioned by the scientists who worked there, nor was it sanctioned by the United Nations. Somebody else got into that base and did that on their own. How they got into the base, what credentials they had, who knows? But that was definitely, as far as you can tell, not something sanctioned by your people. Unless you are fairly certain that your people are good at keeping things quiet, but unless the project leader of a need to know superhero team for the United Nations was not in the know, this was not an experiment that the United Nations did. It was not. It was not the fault of those scientists. Whether or not they were involved in it, you don't know, but none of them had, as far as you can tell, any hold on just a second. You found like no other mentions of anything in, like, when you guys were searching around or in any of the other rooms that had anything that said K index protocol. However, I need notice and or science checks from everybody, please.
What about my research?
Yeah,
Or
research
notice?
work. Well, I mean, your investigative now notice is probably better.
D6 plus 2 versus D8 plus 2.
Okay, I'll give you the research if you want.
Right. Because I get the investigator bonus for both. So.
Oh, okay.
Also, I think I get a plus 2.
It must be
for
important
research
because I got
on
a
top of that, I
17.
think.
Yeah. So between all of you guys together so that science was definitely not sanctioned, as far as you can tell, by your personnel. But some of the tech was definitely United Nations tech. Like, somebody else has hold of experimental United Nations tech and managed to put it down in there. However, as far as you guys know, fission energy is still something that is a concept. Like, people have thought about it. There are no working models anywhere. But, like I said, the tech itself and the science, while not being sanctioned by your people, the tech itself was your people's. And some of the equations and some of the math and the formula definitely are stuff that was based off of scientific stuff that former scientists for Agents of Unreal might have done. Above and beyond that, you definitely recognize some of the time formula from that other island where the Rift Beast kept attacking because of the time anomaly. This is definitely connected somehow or another. Somebody out there is messing with time and trying to figure out how, on a large scale, to make it changeable and sustainable. What their motives are, you have no idea.
Start
But
over.
there's a possibility that they used to or do currently work for the United Nations.
We got a mole.
Quite possibly a BBEG as well.
All right, everybody. Everybody, please take an advance. Everybody, please take a point of conviction for, potentially killing scientists and not committing genocide on intelligent dinosaurs.
Woo!
I bet you that doesn't sound like a phrase that you would be hearing in a superhero game. Wait, we're loaded for not committing genocide. Woo! Wait, what the heck?
Hey, the score's higher.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not figured out and not sent me what you were doing with your raises and your 5 superpower points, please send them to me. If I already have them, I will try to implement them before next week. I cannot guarantee that I am going to be running next week. I'm not quite certain exactly what the plan is. Next week, Wednesday. Like on Wednesday. And it's
What'd
not
you
like
say?
next week is my birthday on Wednesday.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
What he's saying is he don't want to spend his birthday with us.
That's
What I'm saying is it is yet to be determined. Well, fuck you too, Chris.
He's just mad because the Raptors didn't like him.
Man, that was obnoxious that they couldn't do any dang damage. I was afraid they were going to like run by you. All right, Necron, as a GM,
Yeah.
your opinion, those creatures moving that fast from not knowing where they originally were, would that have counted as the drop or not?
No, it's only if you don't notice them. I mean, you're gonna notice a big growling blur coming at you. But if they've been dark and we had no way to see in the dark, and they had the stealth, then yes. But we have to not notice them. If they're invisible, yeah, I'd give them a drop on that. If they're invisible, no one ever saw them. But yeah,
Well, they kind of had like a black cloud around them when they were moving that fast, and they were moving so fast that you could barely see them. But yeah, I was iffy about that. I was if you guys were going to like continue to fight, um, you guys would have had to have gone to them, and then you would have had to have made notice checks, and they were going to be attacking from stealth. And that would, because that's why I gave them 2 actions. Their whole entire thing was let me come out and hit somebody. And then on my second action, let me make a stealth check.
right. Well, then you just resort to area effect weapons. You only have to hit the area, not them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to have a general idea where they went to, and when they had a movement rate of like, I think it was like 340 squares or some shit like that. I know they were noticeably faster than Chris.
Yeah,
All right. Well, I don't know if you're still streaming or not.
I am. I'll stop
Okay.
it.
Yeah, we're in